Good morning from sunny Girona and welcome back to another YouTube video. I have traveled here to Spain for living and training until Christmas. It's my first time visiting this place, which is considered a cycling mecca. The first impression is really good and I'm really looking forward to exploring more of the roads here. And also the weather is good, the people are nice, and most importantly, the cafes are top notch. Recently I wanted you guys to ask me some questions that I can answer in future videos. One of the questions I've gotten is which kind of intervals I prefer to do this time of the year, whether it's longer threshold intervals or shorter VO2 max intervals. And that's the question I'm going to try to answer in this video, so stay tuned. So since we're still in November, I haven't been doing too many interval sessions after off-season. However, I've done a few and they have all been VO2 max. And that's also what I'm going to be riding today. I'm going to be doing a 6x6 minute session with 2 minutes in the VO2 max zone in each interval. That means I will have 1 minute sub-threshold, then 2 minutes of hard riding, and then 3 minutes again around threshold, preferably below. Even though I'll be in the VO2 max zone, I won't be going all out. I'll just try to get a lot of quality time above threshold and then be able to switch down again to threshold without any big issues. So what I like about this session is that you get some good time at relatively high intensity, but at the same time you get a lot of time in the zone since you supply with some threshold as well. I also find it quite race specific, considering that you need to mobilize after going about threshold and then continue on your threshold or just under, which is a situation you find yourself quite often in a race. So now I'll soon start my warm-up and then I will do the intervals and I will talk you through them once I'm done. So the intervals are done and dusted. My numbers will be displayed here. Felt okay, but quite hard for the legs. My legs were not the best they have been today. Could be multiple reasons for that, but it's been a while since the last interval session, mainly because of the travel down here. But I managed to open quite conservatively, because earlier this fall I've only done VO2 max intervals flat. This was the first session in a hill, so I had to adjust a little bit to that. But yeah, all in all, okay session. So many of you may probably wonder why I prioritize VO2 max intervals over pure threshold intervals, and one of the reasons is the way I am as a rider. As many of you may have noticed, I'm not a climber. I'm more of a, well, call it future classics rider. So for me, those short bursts are more important to dial in. Of course, I do tend to do some threshold intervals, but not this time of the year. Instead, I supply the VO2 max intervals with long LT1 sessions, everything from 60 to 120 minutes on LT1, which is the first lactate threshold, also known as Fat Max, Zone 2, whatever you want to call it, just to make sure I get a high enough load in my training in total. Of course, if you're a climber, TT rider, whatever you want to train for, threshold sessions might make more sense for you. But as I said, it all depends on what you want to achieve on the bike. So now to get the volume I need, I go for a 2-hour cool down, just spinning out the legs and getting in some zone 1 as well. and then tomorrow I will continue with some LT1 work. So guys, I hope you found this little video useful. Make sure to put down more questions in the comments if you want me to answer them in future videos, and I'll see you guys later. Ciao.